My name is Evelyn Ogega.
And my name is George Mogare, and together we are the Mogares.
We are very happy to be doing this short video clip. So we have been married for 13 years. This year we are doing our 14th year anniversary.
Yeah.
And we are blessed with 2 children, 2 boys. Firstborn is 12 years old, and the second one is...
Can I guess?
Yeah.
8.
Yes, second one is 8 years old. We thank God for these wonderful gifts in our lives.
Today we are talking about needs assessment. Couples needs assessment. What exactly is couples needs assessment? Now, as you do marriage, you get to a point whereby, or even before you get to a point whereby, you have your needs. And I have my needs as an individual. And when we come together, there's that which you expect from me. There's that which I expect from my spouse. So as you continue in life, you realize, it may get to a point whereby you realize that my needs are not being met and your needs are not being met as expected. And it's very easy to go through life and marriage living like that. And that can be miserable, really, when you are in a relationship whereby your needs are not being met. And there is a possibility that if that is communicated, then those needs can be met. Well, it could be something as simple as, I expect that whenever I come home, I always eat hot ugali. Yeah, or when I come home, I expect that the children are clean and washed, or I expect you to run to the door and hug me and pick up my blazer or coat, and that may not be met. Things may be different when we are doing life together, and it gets to a point whereby you realize that this is year 1, year 2, year 3, and this is not being done. If that really means a lot to me, it means that I won't be happy. Yeah,
so I think then you see how important communication is in doing your needs assessment. You need to communicate very clearly. Yeah, sometimes we assume that the other person knows the needs.
Sure.
But it's important to come out clearly and say,
this means a lot to me, and
yes,
it's not happening.
Yes. And then when you have been told, it's also important because it gives you an opportunity to see how better you can be able to meet the other person's needs, because I think marriage is all about meeting the other person's need. If that is not met, then we have a lot of conflicts in a marriage. There are long-term goals and then there are short-term goals. So the short-term needs are things that we do every day. I bought a new shirt. This shirt needs to be cleaned this way. I don't want it to be cleaned after every wearing. We can skip like 2, 3, so communicate. Then there are long-term ones, like I desire that we be having family vacations. Also communicate so that you don't come after 5 years and say, oh, this marriage, it's not even what I expected it to be. We are not going for vacation.
How about sexual needs?
Even sexual needs, you communicate them.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I also think that you need to be honest, but also be loving when you are doing your communication on your needs.
Okay.
Remember that this is a loving relationship. This is the person you love, you want to continue staying with. There is somehow you can communicate a truth that it ends up hurting the other person. It's not war on the other person. Just speak it in a way. It is about your expectations and your feelings. So talk about you.
I can also add in quickly and say that, as we do life together, sometimes it's easy to be caught up in the, rat race of this life until you don't take time to invest time in your marriage to be able to see these things and have them addressed. So you have to be intentional. There must be intentionality, and as much as possible schedule time when you can sit down and evaluate and you can do that which works for you, but again, it should be as often as possible.
Especially for the long-term ones, you need to find time, and because they require joint action for you to be able to achieve your desired results.
And ultimately, marriage is not to be survived. We are supposed to thrive in marriage.
Yes.
And then there's that really brings in the need to look at our needs and how we can, meet our needs. Now, finally, if our marriage was to be put into a movie title or a book title, what will it be called?
See God.
Wow. See God.
Yeah, living with you, it's only God who can
give
me a nice.
Really?
Yes, so what I
Okay,
mean, you're a
okay.
very nice person, by the way.
Okay.
What I mean is that it's only God who can make a marriage work.
All
So
right.
if I was to summarize it through the ups and downs,
Okay.
it's only God who has made it possible for the last 13 years.
My title will be Roller Coaster. As we go through the roller coaster, see God. I think that is it from us.
Thank you.
Thank you and
Bye.
bye.